Hi, everybody. This is Earl here. Welcome to the GP38 rebuild part number 2 of 4713. Let's take a look what's happening and like and subscribe and please leave me a comment. Thank you.
Okay, and now here we are back at looking at the chassis, and this is the chassis of 4789. It's got the Tsunami Sound decoder in it, which I believe is a Tsunami. What is it that they call it? An economy, because it only has up to 10 functions in it for sounds. Any of the heavier ones, or if you go to EOS Lock Sound, you can do all kinds of different sounds. You can do preloaded sounds. This is a preloaded, non-writable Tsunami board that's in this, but it's the sound engine it's the sound file that I want. So that's all that matters. One thing that has been happening with this when I first started it up, it was jerking. It would turn off. It would cut power like almost every 15 seconds on count. I don't know what it's doing. Not too sure what it's doing. I don't know if it's reliable or not yet. I'm still testing that out. Again, this is all just for testing and seeing what I'm doing. All I have hooked up is just the truck leads and the motor power. I do have the motor power backwards, but that's no big deal. I only got it on by the clips. If I do use this, I'll solder everything on there anyways. I also have to check to see if LEDs are okay on this or if I need to have resistors on them, which I do believe I'm going to need to. So one thing that I didn't notice at first with this together, until I started getting it to run for a longer point of time, is that there is a wicked grind or hum in, I do believe, the rear truck, that being this one right here. So it seems like the sound is coming from, but I'll do it with sound on first, and then I'll shut it off, and I'll let you guys hear the sound that I'm hearing after the fact. Hopefully you can pick it up. You'll be able to hear it or not. Okay. But anyways, I'm going to start it up, so give me a minute. Okay, we'll see if we can get this right. So to get him to start up, I have to have the sound 8 off, and then if I just give him one step, he turns on. And so when I start running him here, he may flicker. We'll just watch and see what happens here. But it will smooth out. I don't know why. So, anyways. Now 9 is brake release and squeal, but I don't hear squeal when I drive it. I do believe. Yeah, see? I did it there. Yeah. See what it's doing? Yeah. It's weird. I don't know if it's power or not. And it could be a power related issue because see, I just had to shuffle that. So these trucks might still have a problem with them. Weird thing is that when it changes direction, it doesn't spool down in engine speed. It only does if you drop the engine. And then it changed direction. Yeah. I have a feeling it's the trucks themselves giving electrical pickup issues. But why? I don't understand this. And I've even tested the trucks with the multimeter. They're getting power. Turn the direction, bring it back. But then the other night when I was doing this, I got this to run around the layout like 3 times. Although that was as long as I tested it. And it never did it. But it seemed like the longer it got warmed up, the more it ran, the better it was running. So I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. That's why I'm saying it can't be reliable. Alright. So now what I'll do here is I'll turn off the engine and we'll spool it up and we'll hear the sound that I'm hearing. And again, I don't know where it's coming from. Emergency stop shuts it down. Same as what it does with some of the other Athearn's engines. I think that's a very weird function, but it is what it is. So I change direction, and we'll listen very quietly here and see if we can hear it, and see if you guys can hear it. Hey, what are you doing? There we go. Okay, sorry. All right. There it goes. You can hear it, that high hum. And I thought it was only in one direction, but it does it in both. Wait a minute. And it's even jerking the engine a little bit. Now, obviously, I have a high deceleration acceleration because that's taken forever for him to stop. So I have it set really high. Could even bring that down a little. But I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna put some drops of oil at each end of the bushings on the motor. I'm gonna open up the wheels on the bottom. I'm not gonna take them out, and put some oil on all the lubrication points. I'm pretty sure it's the rear truck. If I can get the rear truck to sound out better, then I won't have to pull it off. If I can't, maybe I'll put the second one on and try it again. And then if I get that all working well, then I'll go back to the Tsunami board. And if I'm still getting power issues with the Tsunami board, because look at this. He's running fine without the sound on. Like, look at that slow motion, and he's running fine without the sound on. There might be a problem with the board itself. Because look at that. It could be a problem with the board itself. You hear it grind, 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 grind. Something's not happy. But it has a better motor in it because it's not all oxidized like the other one. So, and turn it around again. Bring it back. I'm going to turn on the sound and see if it starts doing it again. Yeah. Okay. And it's got to be the board. That's bullshit. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. That's got to be the board. That sucks. I'm going to end this portion of the video right here. All I did was run it around, and it confirmed it did the same thing. Alright, we'll go from there. Okay, so let's look at the chassis with the Soundtrax motherboard on it. You can see here that I just put a foam pad here just to raise it up so I know it's not touching anything. Nothing's being hindered or anything like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some lubricant between the bushings on the ends here. I'm going to open up the bottom. And I'm going to put some oil, even though it's a little greasy. Both of them are a little bit greasy. Yeah. You know, oil in there, and then right inside here, that's where the ends of the shaft meet inside that bushing. I'm going to try and put some dielectric grease. It's an electric conductor, and try to get it to give me just a little dab inside there and get it moving around. And then one of the other things I'm going to do is, although they look like it's kind of hard to see it. Although they look like it, I'm going to try and put a little bit of oil just down inside the worm gear right in here on both of these two. I can get to that one because I have the top off. Oh, maybe I can take the speaker off and I'll do it. Okay, we'll come back to that. There I got the dropper for the plastic compatible oil. Probably a lot of you have something like this. And then this here, dielectric tune-up grease, and it's a gel-like substance. Oh, it's showing. There you go. And yeah, I used to have RC cars, and I had a manual throttle control, and that stuff really helped the conductivity of the electric current going through them. And so yeah, I've used it before, and I think it works, does its job, that kind of thing, gives it a little bit better conductivity. And then just my toothpicks and a dropper applicator. Okay. All right, so I'm ready here to do the little bit of cleaning and lubrication here. So I'm just gonna be quiet and go at it, and probably do this as a sped up video. I know that it looks a little bit dark in here, but maybe when I edit it I can bring up that lightness just a little bit. All right, here we go. Okay then, so we'll see if that made any difference. I gotta put it up on the track and we'll see if it makes it any better. Alright, so we're still having truck pickup issues, but I think I've eliminated the hum out of the wheels. Adam seems to think he can hear it starting to come back, but regardless, we're still going to take off the decoder and put in a 21 pin and see if it's got anything to do with the decoder. Adam kind of thinks it is probably the truck pickup. But I'm bringing it back here at like 28. And we don't hear that humming. So maybe that little bit of oil made a difference. But it's still getting truck pickup issues, I do believe. Turning them back the other way. So you had an issue right there. Alright. Sound back on. Change in direction. Dynamic brake coming on. Not that, oh, there it is. Bring him back, shut him off. Just when you think that it's failing, it seems like it's warming up and it's wanting to work better, but I don't know. But this is after putting oil and a little bit of dielectric grease on the ends of the axles, so didn't really make too much of a change. Alright, set it down. Alright, we'll see where we go. We're going to try the decoder next.